Exactly what you guys have been waiting for. This is the Firestick 4K Select, 8 gigabytes of storage, Wi-Fi 5, downgraded from the regular 4K Firestick, where they actually had to go and rename the 4K Firestick to the 4K Plus to make sure people know it's better than this one. And if you're watching this video, you're gonna get a first-hand look at the Fire TV Select, and at the end of it, I'm gonna let you know if this is really worth buying. So make sure to hit that subscribe button right down below. Go give us a follow on Instagram, and let's get into what comes in the box. So pretty much exact same packaging as the Fire Stick Lite. They got this new recyclable material. So inside, I'm guessing it's going to be the exact same accessories. You have your typical power block. It actually looks a little different, but that's probably across all of them. Okay, we got our remote. Typical Fire Stick remote. You got those beveled edges. That's how you know it's the new version. So here is the actual Fire Stick. The thing I'm noticing is they have like a little QR code on the HDMI. I don't know if they added that to new versions as well, but pretty typical. Still have the micro USB, which if you know, you can plug in an OTG cable, but they did not switch this. So basically, this is just the body of a Fire Stick they've already had, and it's gonna have Vega OS in it. Here is that nice long power cable we get, nice. Right there, garbage. HDMI extender, and here is our batteries. So let's head over, we're gonna plug this in, and we're gonna start the setup process from scratch so you can see the difference, and then we're gonna take a look at the operating system for the first time, see what it looks like. Let's get into it. Okay, this is looking pretty much the exact same as before. We'll go ahead and connect our Wi-Fi. This looks a little different. Why do I have a feeling this is gonna load and it's gonna be like the exact same interface look as the previous Fire TV? I don't know, I just have a sneaky feeling. I haven't seen anything on this yet, by the way. Downloading apps. Now we know that a lot of the apps on this are going to be hosted apps, and you're going to be accessing them remotely because a lot of the big companies have not actually created apps for Vega OS yet. However, you can expect like actual versions of probably Netflix, maybe Prime Video, because they did put in a job posting for somebody to create a video app for it. So I don't know. Oh my God, it's the same thing. They just copied it. It's going to be the same thing. They just don't have apps for it. They just recreated Fire OS exactly. They probably just used the exact same like interface coding. And the only difference is that they're not going to have any. Okay, let's take a look through it. Okay, so home screen wise, you have the same home menu where you have your different categories, which we know Amazon created Vega so they could keep you at their home screen and with advertisements more often. So this is pretty normal. It's moving through smoothly. We have the Find section, exact same, free to me. They have that. And then we have the Live section right here. Okay, this may be a little different. Upcoming events, I don't quite remember that, but I think it's the same. And then my stuff right here, which is purchase and rentals. So for apps on install, Netflix, Prime Video, YouTube, of course, Disney Plus, and we're going to be taking a look at the App Store in a minute to see how limited it is, and then Amazon Music. So really quickly, let's click here. This is where our apps will go into. So obviously very limited apps on install here, but we will take a look at the App Store in a second. I first want to go into settings, and we have pretty much all the same settings here. We're going to do a deep dive into the settings in a little bit. But let's take a look at My Fire TV, and we want to go to our About section here. Fire TV Home version. So they're calling it Fire TV Home version 1.72, right? Last checked, 1.1, right there, OS 1.1. And we should be fully up to date. So let's see what happens when we click this 5 times. Are we going to become a developer? No developers options. No developers options. So if we go to storage, right here, we have 4.6, we have 3.24 gigabytes available, so not a lot. You can see it says something about external storage, so it looks like we will be able to connect a USB device. That's a good sign. And otherwise, this is all the same. So I do want to do a deep dive into settings, but It really is just looking like everything is the exact same. But we will do more of a deep dive in a second. So let's head to our app store here. And what I want to see is what apps are they going to have, right? Are they going to have a VPN? So right away, what we see is pretty much the most popular streaming apps. Disney Plus. And like I said, remember, oh yeah, it does not look like there's a lot here. So let's see if they have the most popular. Yeah, they have Pluto, they have Tubi. So let's go ahead and download Tubi here, which is one of the free applications. Moving a little slow there into it. But it does not. Let me see if they have something like IP Vanish. Let's just check this out. Are they going to have VPNs on here on launch? We know Downloader will not be on here at launch because he has to recode. Let's move my head here. IP Vanish. No IP Vanish either. Do they have any IPTV apps? I'm assuming no. Smarters Play TV. Max Player. They have nothing on here. It's basically just all the major streaming apps is all they've added on here. Okay, let's check out Downloader. I know it's not going to be on here, but we'll see if there's like an off version or something. It's weird because when you type it in, it's still using the same like recommended as the other app store. Like you see how I typed in DO and it's still popping up as Downloader, which showed me they're still using like the most popular search results from the previous app store, which means they really did just like carbon copy this over. And the only difference is you're not going to have apps on here. Like you're very limited in what you're going to have. Yeah. There's no apps on here apart from like the major streaming apps. Like this is, wow. Do they have like Safari or what's it called? Amazon Silk. Let's see if they have Amazon Silk. So you might still be able to check out some websites through Silk browser and like, watch content through that potentially through the player on there. But yeah, very, very, very limited. Okay, we're going to exit out of this. I have noticed it's obviously going to seem slower, but it shouldn't because it's a lock system. But like I've noticed a little bit of like almost lag in between opening stuff where it doesn't seem to respond quite as quick. But yeah, Tubi seems to work fine. Obviously, the downside is you have 0 VPNs on here. So we can't even use our VPN to like change our location. So that kind of makes it pointless as well. But I mean, yeah, like I was kind of thinking that, I'll be honest with you guys, I was thinking that this was going to be a whole new operating system and it was going to be totally different. But it's literally this. They literally just took the Fire TV. It looks like they just took the complete interface code for it, copied and pasted it, and they're basically just changing like the app install structure, right? Instead of APKs, you now have, I can't remember what it's called, but it's not Android. Well, it's Linux based, right? Which I guess so is Android in a way, but you know what I mean though? Like you're very limited in what you can. Wow. This is very, I don't know why I was expecting more, but this is very underwhelming. So I'm going to be trying this out over the next day. Like look at here, like just advertisement. And that's what this is going to be. I'm going to be honest with you. They're going to have to completely phase out the old Fire TV OS because there's literally no reason to buy this. Unless you're only using the main streaming apps and nothing else, and you just want a slightly cheaper 4K stick, slightly cheaper, no reason to buy this. Zero, zippo. They didn't change the interface. You have limited options on apps, no downloader, no VPN, no customization of any sort, no developers mode. What are we doing here? What was the point of this? Well, we know what the point was. It was more money. What are we doing? This is just ridiculous, guys. I'm going to be playing with this. I'm going to see if there's some other stuff I can find out. Obviously, watching other videos on it, other people's opinion on it. But anyways, guys, subscribe down below. If you want to support the channel, best way of doing that is I do have a VPN link down below, or I have a link to the brand new Firestick 4K Select. If you decide to purchase one, use my link. That way I get a kickback at least. Thank you guys for watching. See you later. Peace.